Whoever loves father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And whoever loves son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. Now, we're going to talk about this passage in more detail when we get there, but suffice it to say that Jesus has just raised the bar of devotion to a pretty high level, right? He says, and this is sometimes hard for us to read because we're very family oriented. We love our families. I love my wife. I love my kids. And along comes Jesus and says, you need to love me more. And if you don't, you're not worthy of me. Can I explain that he's talking here about discipleship, the devotion of discipleship, and he's not talking about salvation? You guys understand there's a difference, right, between discipleship and salvation? You need to understand that because otherwise you're going to come to some passages like this, the one we just saw up on the screen, and others. Remember, Jesus said, if you don't take up your cross and follow me, you're not worthy of me. Remember that one? Some people who don't understand the difference between discipleship and salvation look at that passage and they say that's what's required to be saved. Well, that's not what Jesus is saying. He's saying that's what's required to follow him as a disciple. You see? Listen, you got to understand, salvation is free. Discipleship is costly, very costly. It costs you your life. But salvation, that's free. You with me? Don't confuse the two. If you do, you're going to come away with a works-based understanding of how a person is saved. Jesus is talking here about devotion, following him, being devoted in that discipleship sort of a way.